Hurricanes are some of the most terrifying natural disasters. They are a powerhouse weather event that suck heat from tropical waters to fuel their fury. These violent storms form over the ocean, often beginning as a tropical wave in a low-pressure areas that then moves through the moisture-rich tropics. Whipping up a hurricane calls for a number of ingredients readily available in tropical areas. A pre-existing weather disturbance. A hurricane often starts out as a tropical wave. In warmer waters, at least 26 degrees Celsius, and in depths over 50 meters will power the storm. Hurricanes use the ocean heat to fuel their energy, and a large difference in wind speed and direction around or near the storm can weaken it. But mixing it all together, and you've got a hurricane. Even when all these factors do come together, a hurricane doesn't always develop. If you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe to Earth's Greatest Facts to see more just like it. When wind speeds within such a storm reach 74 miles per hour, it's classified as a hurricane. The terms hurricane and tropical cyclone refer to the same kind of storm, a rotating, organized system of clouds and thunderstorms that originates over tropical or subtropical waters and has closed, low-level circulation. During just one hurricane, raging winds can churn out about half as much energy as the electrical generating capacity of the entire world, while cloud and rain formation from the same storm might release a staggering 400 times that amount. Hurricane seasons are between June the 1st and ends on November 30th, although hurricanes can and have occurred outside of this time frame. NOAA's National Hurricane Center predicts and tracks these massive storm systems, which occur on average 12 times a year in the Atlantic Basin. Hurricanes originate in the Atlantic Basin, which includes the Atlantic Ocean, Caribbean Sea, and Gulf of Mexico, the eastern North Pacific Ocean, and, less frequently, the central North Pacific Ocean. A 6-year rotating list of names, updated and maintained by the World Meteorological Organization, is used to identify these storms. As a world leader in hurricane research, NOAA strives to understand the mechanics of these complex storms in order to protect people, property, commerce, and natural resources. Here is a list of some of the most disastrous hurricanes in history. Hurricane Michael decimated the Florida Panhandle, particularly in Panama City Beach, Mexico Beach, and Cape San Blas, when it made landfall on October 10, 2018, as a Category 5. It was the strongest hurricane ever to hit that area and only the second Category 5 to make landfall on the Gulf Coast. Michael was also the first Category 5 storm to hit the U.S. since Hurricane Andrew in 1992. Hurricane Michael caused 16 deaths in 4 states, including Florida, Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia. Damage estimates from the Insurance Information Institute from Michael total between $9 and $12 billion. Hurricane Mitch might not have received as much attention as other storms in the U.S., but the death and devastation this hurricane caused exceeded some of history's better-known storms. The slow-moving hurricane seemingly paused once it reached Honduras in October 1998, dumping up to 4 inches 10 centimeters of rain an hour for 2 days, causing mudslides and deadly flooding along the way. With approximately 11,000 people dead and thousands more missing, Mitch is the second deadliest hurricane on record and the worst to hit the Western Hemisphere in more than 200 years. The storm caused more than $5 billion in damage in Honduras, where much of the country's infrastructure and crops were completely destroyed. Nicaragua was also devastated by Mitch, losing 2,000 people in one mudslide alone. One of history's most deadliest hurricanes was in the United States when the Great Hurricane of 1780 blasted its way through the Caribbean, killing approximately 22,000 people. Among the dead were British and American soldiers who had been skirmishing in warships scattered throughout the region as part of the Revolutionary War. While there isn't much data on record regarding the hurricane's speed or rainfall, what we do know is that the storm bombarded several Caribbean islands, including Barbados, Martinique, and St. Lucia over 6 days in October. One local observer wrote that the hurricane stripped bark off of trees, which has caused some to speculate the winds must have topped 200 miles per hour or 320 kilometers per hour. This massive storm is considered the deadliest hurricane of all time. Hurricanes are the strongest storms on Earth. Hurricanes receive a rating from 1 to 5 based on wind speed and the damage they inflict on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. A Category 5 has sustained winds of 157 miles per hour or 252 kilometers per hour or greater, strong enough to flatten even well-built homes and send debris flying like airborne missiles. According to the National Hurricane Center, a Category 5 means catastrophic damage will occur, which includes power outages, roof failure, and fallen trees. Hurricane Camille had extremely dangerous winds as high as 175 miles per hour or 282 kilometers per hour. Hurricanes can be incredibly fickle and almost random with their destructiveness. Even with all of those hurricane models and cool graphics, there's still a lot of uncertainty. One of the theories why hurricanes crush one neighborhood but leave an adjacent one standing has to do with rolling winds. Mattia says that when strong winds pass over land, they begin to roll in a tunnel shape. Homes on the upside of the roll are relatively safe, but homes on the downside could get smashed. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss any of our videos. Your feedback is important to us, so feel free to leave comments on what you'd like to see next.